Friends, I am super excited to share this latest creation with you. And I have to tell you just a quick story. As I'm showing you the outside, I'm going to tell you my quick story. I woke up real early one morning and I shot out of bed and I had a vision in my head. I had seen a while back a photograph in a National Geographic book that I own, and I knew I had to use it in a journal creation. And this image, it has nothing to do with Christmas. And that's what makes this so special, is that this is a fun blend of things that don't belong. So, I hope you will be humored by it. I hope you will enjoy it. I hope it will just open your mind to all of the wonderful possibilities in our junk journal world. So, I have covered it with the cover. This is a soft cover, and it's made from a National Geographic page, covered in a vintage hanky on the outside and the inside. This is a piece of a vintage napkin, and this is an image of a bird that actually was sent to me by Annie with Annie Creates. Thank you, Annie. I made this little label here and cut out a little owl. I know it's probably hard to see. I'll try to zoom in on that a little bit for you, but it's just a little owl, and you can see my stitching. The measurements are not perfect because I completely did it freehand. I didn't mark anything. I just put the holes in and stitched it because I wanted this to have that sort of authentic freedom to it, if you will. You can see that I stitched it in red. And then I put a little piece of ribbon here, and then the pom-pom ribbon here. So let's get started on this adventure. This is meant to be just fun and thought-provoking in a wonderful, wonderful way. So as we open it up, the front is blank. And what I've done, and you're gonna find throughout, and I will try to zoom in on this for you, but what you're gonna see is an image that I took from a magazine. And then these are images that I took from a book. And then I put these images on this image to create an unpredictable image. So we've got some penguins, and they are near the front porch steps of this tropical house. You can see the palm tree with the lights in it, and these little penguins are here, and they are showing up for Christmas dinner, I suppose. Thanksgiving dinner, maybe. Whatever we want it to be. Now, all of the images that I used in this fun book, I have adhered to, well, I can't say all now that I'm flipping the page and seeing something different, but I've used my pink coffee dyed paper throughout. I've also used some of my purple coffee dyed paper, which you guys have not seen that. But my point in sharing it is that there's a lot of space in this for journaling. So it could be used for a December daily if somebody wanted to, or just a really fun journal. If I was gonna keep this, and I'm not, I'm gonna sell it, but if I was gonna keep this and I want to journal in it, literally when you go through it, you could use it all year round and it will bring a smile to your face. But here we have some little embellishments. Here I have taken an image of a butterfly and put it on this fa la 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 paper. This is a scrapbook pad. You guys have seen, most of you have seen it. It's one of those pastel pads. Here I have used a cupcake liner, and I stamped it, and so it has this beautiful color green. And in here I have put just a little vintage card. Whoops, it opens. I promise it does, there it is. Little vintage card just for fun, for journaling or whatever. So on this page we've got my purple coffee dyed paper. It's absolutely stunning, if I do say so myself. And I have cut out the image of a dresser and put a giant Christmas ornament on it. Now here is a little bit more of a subdued spread. We've got the purple paper. This is an original piece of my very first batch of eco-dyed papers, and I did not copy this one, so this is a one and only page of my eco-dye. And I attached this shell lamp here. So it's a very clean page. Lots of space for writing. Now this one, let's take this apart a little bit. So what we've got is I had this image of like this living room, and there is a window in the living room, but I added the deer outside and the bushes, and then I added this tree, and I added the presents, and all of these images come from different places, so that's just kind of fun. So here I have, this is my coffee dyed paper, created a pocket, and then I was given this old vintage alteration ticket, which I believe this came from Lori at Enchanted Dream 71. Thank you, Lori. And I just put a little fabric and a little embellishment on it. So it's a fun little piece. So here's just some scrapbook paper. I cut out an image and put this on here. Nice little holiday cocktail. Nice clean space here and here. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, I did a thrift store haul and I had bought these beautiful cards, and it has an M underneath this embellishment that I put, but I made it Christmassy. So it's just a nice, beautiful card. So here we have some Christmas cookies, coffee dyed paper. So I picked up this card from the thrift store, but I covered it with some wallpaper that Lori with Enchanted Dream 71 gave me, and then embellished on top of that with this card here. I left this in here. I didn't cover it. I could have, but I thought, you know, some people like to journal on lines, so I thought I would just leave that in there. This is an old Christmas card, and it was used, and I just put it on here. And this is the other side of my eco dyed paper. This is the one, if you saw that video, this is the one that had the tear in it. So I thought I would go ahead and cover it on both sides to protect the tear. And this is an image of like a frozen branch or something. It might be an icicle, I'm not 100% sure. Here I've just created a pocket. I thought the gray and the purple were nice together. And just used this as just a little, journaling space. This is an image from an embroidery book, and so this was like a bowl. I guess people make embroidery and then they put it over a bowl, and then they put that stuff on it that makes it hard. So that's a photo of that, and I just thought it was wintry and nice, so I put that in here. So here is just a nice, ribbon on top of this page with an empty Christmas card, not used. It could be journaled in, or if somebody wanted to use it and send it to a friend, they certainly could. Here's some of my pink coffee dyed paper with a little embellishment on it. Now we're coming on, okay, so we're coming up to the next page that has like a photo that I worked into it. So this is totally fun and tropical. Get ready. Look how fun. Now this is actually Winter, the dolphin that was saved, and they created a tale for her, and she is in Clearwater, Florida at the Marine Aquarium, and she has a nice life now, and she would have died in the wild. So this is a picture of her. So here we have, okay, this is kind of fun. I love this spread. It's so like Christmassy and yet pastel-y. So of course we have some embellishments here, but we have a nice picture of this beautiful tree, but I've added a little bird over here, and then I've added, I'll try to, get close with the camera, but I've added from a different magazine this little squirrel that's sitting on the chair, and just so cute. So that's like something just a little bit unexpected. So here we have more of the pink coffee dyed, and we have a nice penguin here on this ornament paper. Oh yeah, and then just a nice little surprise. This is a part of a bike, as if it's kind of driving onto the page. Here we have a Christmas card. It is blank inside. I mean, it might say Happy Holidays, but it's not signed or anything. And then here's a make a list, check it twice. So if you wanted to, you could make a little Christmas list here. We have the other cookie that was from that other image that I used before. Okay, now hold on. This next page I love. It's one of my favorites. It's not the one that I woke up with the image though, but I love it so much. So get ready, here we go. So if you look here, pink, beautiful of course, but look at this. Now just look. We've got a sofa and the staircase, and look what I put on the sofa. It's a little deer. I love it so much. So that's something a little bit unexpected in my journal of wonder here. So then we open this up and we just have, this was a page from the National Geographic book. I just embellished it with a magazine. It says Christmas on the bay. So I put a little boat here. So here we have a fun image of these red houses, obviously either up north or maybe even in another country, and they have grass growing on them. So with this image, it's almost like there's trees behind them. And I just thought that looked kind of cool and unexpected. So in here we have a portrait of a woman, and I found this in a magazine, but I have matted this picture onto a Christmas card that was used and signed, and I just thought it was kind of cool to have those signatures you know, kind of around this. So I just thought that was neat. And then we have wishing you much joy and many blessings this season and always. So this was taken from the National Geographic too, and this is fun. These people are obviously camping or something like that, and there's a bear outside of their car or their little van thing, and then they have their canoe up here, and they're hiding on top of the thing until the bear passes. So I thought that was kind of fun. So here I have taken a picture out of a magazine, and then I added this. This was from an actual Christmas card. So I just thought it really worked well together. So here we go. Here's another fun one. It wasn't my vision that, like, you know, got me out of bed in the morning, but it's still a fun one. So I hope you can see it. I'm gonna move this up a little bit and then I'll zoom in when I'm editing too. So here, this is a seal, and he just looks so expressive and fun. And so basically I layered this card, and this says sigh. How many times have I told you? And then the reindeer's got his tongue stuck to this this icy North Pole here, and then this seal, which is what I added on to that, he's looking like he's shocked. So I just thought that was pretty funny. And then this is an image of a cookbook, and you know, here's an image of a Christmas tree. So here I have added a little altered paper clip, just a very simple alteration with some ribbon, and just a blank card with a cute little kitty cat. You know, kitty cats always like to take the Christmas ornaments off the tree, so I just felt like this was a good marriage. And then more dyed paper. And then here we have just a nice little pocket that I created. This is a Christmas card that is vintage, but it is unused. And then I just had put this image of a dock with the bags with the candles in them. I just thought that was really nice and relaxing. And then he goes with it because he's sleepy, so this relaxed him apparently, and he's ready to go to bed now. Okay, the next page is the page with the image that blasted me out of bed. And my vision was actually slightly different than how it came out, but I love it. So just get ready. I hope you love it as much as I do. You probably will be like, what on earth? But whatever, just get with me on it, okay? So it's not this image that I love, it's this one. But let's talk about this one. So this is just a Mod Podge of, you know, tree and snowflakes and sky and winter wonderland. But look at this. This elephant was an image in the book that I had seen a long time ago when I first got it. And I was thinking this whole time, I have to use this elephant in something. It's just a beautiful photograph. So I don't know why. I wanted this elephant with this Christmas tree. And actually I had envisioned more like a green and red Christmas tree, but this I found in my magazine. And let me just tell you, I'm gonna put this down, but then I will zoom in on it when I'm editing. Let me just go over this, okay? We have the elephant, and I cut him out. You can see the room is like showing through his legs. And then I cut this out, but only partially. So I only cut out like this portion of it so that his ear could fit behind it. So it's like he's in the room. So we have an elephant in the room on Christmas. I don't know about you guys, but I find frequently there's an elephant in the room during the holidays. So I hope you get a good giggle out of that. I hope you love this imagery as much as I do. And if you don't, it's okay. I know my mind is different than many, so, but I love it. I love it so much. Couldn't wait to show you guys. This is our third signature. This This little book has 3 signatures, so this is our 3rd signature. So this is my favorite image in this whole creation. Even though there's other ones that I love, this is my very, very favorite. So now we have just a little bit of a fabric swatch with my flamingo fabric that I've been working with, making some tassels. And I made Soleil a tassel with this fabric for her anniversary celebration. So I just made this embossed card. For this embossing pattern, I got from Annie at Annie Creates, and it's beautiful. I love it. And I just added some lace here and some ribbon and lace. So thank you, Annie, for that embossing folder that you gave me. Oh yeah, and Annie gave me this bird too. Thank you, Annie. You know I love birds. So we just have more of our purple coffee dyed paper and Christmas tree, and then I added the bird. It's just a nice page, baby. It's cold outside. This I got from a calendar. Oh my gosh, I love this one too. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we've got, this was my last sheet of green paper that I made, coffee dyed paper. I have some in my Etsy shop, but I didn't want to take any from that. So this was for me, and it was the last one that I have. I love the shade of it. It's beautiful. But let's talk about this. This is so great because we've got our palm trees. And we have a giant green ornament hanging in our palm trees. And then down here, I cut out these beautiful green butterflies from a different picture, but they look like they were part of this picture. So that's why I love this, but if you look, you could see the cut is right around the butterfly, and then it goes down here, and then up around here, and then down here. So the sand perfectly blends with like the water that's here. So I just love the greens in this, love it. So I hope you find that to be interesting as well. Pink and green, coffee dyed paper, green and purple. And then, okay, so here's just a fun, cute one. Obviously I added this little card, this little embellishment, but what we've got is trees covered in snow, but then I've added some pink tropical birds down here, and they're just having fun in the snow. That's how I'm seeing it. So they took a trip up north. Another card here that I added, and this is all part of the same paper pack. And then coffee dyed with some nice brown edges. Look at that. Just a little embellishment here, and then here's the back cover, and it is fabric, vintage hanky. And when you see, like on the outside, the stitching is red, but on the inside, the stitching is pink. And so friends, this is my Christmas Journal of Wonder. I hope you love it. If you do love it, she will be available in my Etsy shop. I will make a special, very special tassel to go with her. So keep your eyes open for that as well. Thanks for watching. See you soon.